Hello everyone, this is SirMadness for the next tuto about Solasta and the Dungeon Maker. So we will start right away with creating a new campaign. Okay, so before that we have made a lot of locations. Then we will start a new campaign. So here there is the button, and so first you will have this screen. Okay, I will encourage you to reduce all with this button, and if you want, for example, just to check the dialogues, then you can click this icon. It will close all categories except the one you choose, so for the variables if you want. Okay, and everything else. Here we have the titles of the campaign. All this screen will now replace the one that we had in the locations. Okay, so we will call it not FR but English Tuto. Okay, description, this is for the player, so tuto campaign about the Dungeon Maker, for example. This is only for you, so you can add eventually your to-do list in order to remember if you don't have time to finish in one day. Then the author, this is you. Okay, version. Now we have the min and max level. So as usual, the max level is the max level for the start of the campaign. Okay, not what you will reach in the end. Okay, so we will pick 1 to 12 in order to let a player to join this campaign with whatever they want. We have few new pictures from the new DLC. Okay, so there is one for each new environment. So this is pretty nice. I don't know if I will let this one, but for now we will. So we have one last button in this menu. This is import campaigns and export campaigns. We will see the two things later. Okay, for now what we will do is to create a location, new location. Okay, oh, we have to save. Well, sometime when we do some modification in this screen, the save button is still gray, so you can't save. So take care of this tooltip, because it says CTRL plus S to save, to force the save. Okay, CTRL save. If you change something and you can't click this button, sometimes there is a little bug. It's not a big deal. You can CTRL plus S and then force the save. Okay, so we will create a new location for this tuto. So this will be tuto 7, create a campaign. Okay, we won't use really this map, but it's in order to have the clean list. So description and info and technical info will not be useful, but eventually technical info might be for your to-do list or something that you want. This is just for you. The description, which before was for the player, is now replaced by the one of the campaign, so you don't have to care about this one now. We will add a little bit of forest. Okay, a small one with Coparan as music. I won't use the new environment because I want that this campaign is usable by everyone. Okay, a new environment will be locked behind the DLC, so I think it's a good thing, but still it won't allow players to use this campaign if I use them, so I don't want that for tutos. I think you will understand. Now I will pick just a bit of this, then add an entrance. Okay, this is just to validate the map. We save and we quit. Okay, then we have few buttons here. So we have the new location. We will select the one we just made, and there is the button to modify it. Okay, if we click, we can come back on the map. You can also double click on the map in order to access. Then we have define as a starting point. Okay, so as a starting map, we can choose only one of the location as starting map. Okay, but this is required to validate your campaign. Okay, so take care to choose one which will be the start of your campaign. We can also move the maps with these arrows, delete the map. Okay, and we can import and export the maps. So what we will do is import all our tutorials. So we have the one how to create a map. Okay, and we can select it and then move it in order to replace and have a more clean list. Okay, we will use the knowledge as well. Continue to import our locations. 3, this is monsters. Okay, 4, this is operations and activators. Okay, 5, this is the NPCs. 6, this is activators. And what I forget. Okay, and 7, this is our campaign. So we don't have the map, of course. So first thing first, we will replace this map. Now these two buttons are very useful because you can create templates. So for those who are unaware about templates, these are a bit of map. We will make one. Okay, we will call it house. We will even call it template house. Okay, make it a city interior. Okay, still we will pick quiet and then eventually Kiflen as music. So this is very quiet house. Okay, we will put here a room plus an entrance, an exit. Okay, so of course you will do a real house with a lot of stuff in it, but once you have finished your house, then you have your template. Okay, so this is a generic house that you will use for everything. So we can export it and then we can check in locations and we have now template house. Okay, so this is a basic location. So if you will, this is an advice, not an obligation, but I suggest you to create your location in the location first, okay, before creating them in campaigns, so that you can have your templates, aka your backup. If you mess with the house in the campaigns, then you have the backup of the house here. Okay, so this is a good thing to use. This is not mandatory, but this is very useful. So we will open the English Tuto. Yes, I will add an S here. Eventually an S here as well. Okay, we can do some correction as we want. Save. Okay, so we have our template here. Now, if I want to add several templates, I will need to modify several house from the same template. Call it, for example, House of Michel. That way NPC Michel will be happy, and we can import eventually another house. Okay, rename it, etc. as we want. Okay, we can't import if there is already a map with the same name. So take care to rename. And that's it. I will delete this one. Oh no, eventually I will re-import this one. What I will try to do is to add for you eventually some templates, okay, for location, quest, and stuff like that, so that you will be able to use them. Don't expect them right with the release of these videos and the DLC, because it will take time, but here and then I will add for you templates in this campaign that you will be able to use in your own campaign and modify it if you want and stuff. This is only for help because I know that you are creator and creative and will to do your own stuff. But in case that it helps some, then I will create for you some templates that you will be able to find here. Now that is said, we will just pick a new starting point, okay? Like this. This is just as simple as this. We will just test the map, okay? Or eventually I will change the picture because I don't know if it's locked behind the DLC. Well, anyway, we will just reach the exit. You reach the stronghold. Okay, we are good. And then you see Tuto to the knowledge. So we have our link that we made before in location, okay, that are saved when you import stuff. So everything that you do in the location side, okay, is saved when you import the map afterward in your campaign. So this is very interesting because your template can be a bit complex, okay, with activators and stuff and knowledge and what you want. So this is a very interesting thing to know. The only things that you won't have, of course, in your location, this is the quest and dials, etc. So we will see later how to import this content into another campaign and create templates as well from a campaign. So we will do one last thing. This is adding not an entrance but an exit toward the new map. Okay. Here this is Tuto 07 create a campaign. Okay, then we will go there and link this to the sewer. This is our hub. Okay, entrance 0. So this is Tuto 6 hub. Well, this is not the goal of the tuto, but you see what I mean. So okay, and this way our campaign is playable. So last thing, we will start a new adventure. We will change, of course, the campaign. We will pick the English one. You see that the tooltip here, Tuto campaign about the Dungeon Maker, okay, is appearing. We will talk about how to create some good description and stuff in another tuto with publication on workshop and stuff like that. But you can have an example here where we have the title, where we have the pitch, where we have the type of the story, duration, difficulty and stuff like that. So we will talk about this in another tuto, but it's interesting to use this tooltip for the player really in a deep way in order to make him comfortable the most we can. So now we just have to pick our character, and we see that the campaign is working, no problem, and we can move toward a new location, etc. So all is good for me with this quick tuto about how to create a campaign and the interface of the new menu. We will, of course, in the next tuto see how to create custom things, custom NPCs, loot and stuff like that. It will be a bit more longer tutorial, but I think this one was maybe helpful for some people, so I did it. I think now this is good for me, so I will thank you for watching this video and see ya in the next tuto.